I think it's time you got a grip on your hand strength. We use our hands for almost all of our daily tasks. Think about it. Carrying heavy shopping bags in, scrubbing the dishes, maybe chopping that really hearty pumpkin with a big knife, maybe hauling big pots around in the gardens. If you want to pick up your grandkids, you better have strong hands. So it's really important to improve your grip strength so you have more confidence in your daily life. Hey, it's Jack and Ollie, and we are two physios who work exclusively with adults 55 plus, and we have seen day in, day out what a reduction in hand or grip strength can do to someone's independence.
Now, no one wants to lose that control over their own lives, but the good news is that you can do something about it. And that's why we're going to show you these grip strength exercises right now.
Okay, we promised you some exercises. Let's get into it, Ollie. Our first exercise is going to be simply grip holds. What are we talking about, mate?
Okay, so for the grip holds, you're simply going to hold onto a weight for an extended period of time. Now, you could use any number of objects for this. Jack's got a dumbbell, and he's simply going to hold onto the top with his fingers wrapped around, and he's just going to hold onto that weight for a challenging amount of time.
Ooh, I can already feel that.
Where do you feel it?
Up in the forearms, for sure.
Up in the forearms, up in this meaty part of the forearm there. Now, he doesn't have to use dumbbells if you haven't got that at home. You could use some heavy books, big textbooks. And the wider they are, the more challenging they're going to be. And of course, the heavier they're going to be.
Yep, and you can actually play around with, your finger strength there as well, some of your hand strength, and hold just on the tips of your fingers or with the whole palm of your hand.
Yeah, absolutely. Mixing up the way that you hold onto the object. Now, another great option is to load up a backpack with some of those books or any heavy objects you've got around the house and just hold onto that by your side for as long as you can.
Now, a little trick you might like to play, well, not a trick, little game you might like to play is see how long you can hold a given weight for. So let's just say I've got 3 kilos in each hand. I might time myself. Let's just say I get to a maximum of 30 seconds one day. I might time myself every time I do that, and hopefully you're actually going to improve that. Maybe you get to 40, 50, 60 seconds. Then you'll know your endurance and your strength is actually improving.
Okay, so that is our grip strength exercise number 1. Let's get into number 2. Jack, what are we talking about?
Yeah, so we're doing some wrist curls, so very, very specific to our forearms here. So all we're doing is we're hanging the weights down like this and we're just curling up, but we're not bicep curling up, we're just curling up at our wrist joint.
And you can see the wrist flexor muscles in the front of the forearm contracting there as Jack pulls the dumbbells up towards his face.
Yep. You can also do it the reverse way, so palms facing back towards you, curling up just like that.
Now, Jack, a great household alternative to the dumbbells. If you've got a broomstick and a couple of milk bottles, you could fill those up with water, hold that in front of you, and you can do the same movement. We prefer doing it with your knuckles facing away from you and curling up towards your belly like so, and straight away, can feel that in those wrist flexor muscles.
Yeah, so just to be very clear, we're curling from the wrist, not from the elbow. So really working these big old forearm muscles there. So that is your wrist curls. And once again, you could do that for up to 15 repetitions at a time and see if you can increase the weight over time.
Now, if you've got finger or hand pain from osteoarthritis, you should still be looking to improve your hand and grip strength because it's going to make all those daily tasks that Jack talked about a lot easier. But the key thing for you is to find the right starting point that's tolerable for you. So bear that in mind as we go through our next 2 exercises. Okay, our third exercise is the bus driver. Now, I know you're raring to know what this one is.
Yeah, so we're not actually getting in a bus.
No.
Just to be very clear.
Very clear. So for this one, we are going to need some sort of flat object like a book.
Yep.
And Jack is simply going to pretend like he's driving a bus. He's turning the wheel nice and slowly, just like so.
Yeah.
Now, once again, you can mix up the grips here. Jack's got quite a full grip there, but you can also use a pincer grip using the tips of your fingers.
Yeah, just,
and that one's
goes at it.
going to challenge you in a slightly different way. Once again, really working all these muscles around the forearm and as well as the small muscles in your hand.
Now, Ollie, if it's too hard for you, you might like to bring it closer into you, okay? Because it also gives your arms a bit of a workout there, more of an isometric static hold. You could also do it out in front, work your grip and your shoulder. So there's a little added bonus for that one.
And of course you could use a thinner, smaller book as well. If you've got access to weights as well, that is a great option. You can use a little plate like that, or if perhaps you're at a gym, you could grab onto a bigger plate and really challenge your grip strength with that.
So you might like to pick a weight. Let's just say you've got 2.5 kilos like this, and see how long you can do that before you have to really stop because your arms are getting so tired. And then over time, see if you can increase that total time that you're doing the exercise, and you'll know you're improving your endurance. Okay?
For sure. Okay, exercise number 4 is going to be another type of curl. This one is the bicep curl. This is Jack's all-time favorite.
Okay, mate.
So he's going to start with the weights by his side, and he's pulling them up to his shoulders. So once again, the grip strength element here is really just a static hold, keeping the wrist there, holding onto the weight as he challenges those bicep muscles, bring them up to his shoulders.
Yeah, so you're getting a bit of a full arm workout here, but you might as well challenge the grip while you're doing it.
Same time, beautiful. Once again, you can use household items. You might use your milk bottles with the dowel rod there as well. Same thing. Jack, you could even do a reverse grip, and if you try that one, let me tell you, you'll feel your forearms working over
Just make sure if you've got the milk bottles, you've got blue and red.
Yes, that is an important
Fire
point.
cancels out water, right?
Yep. Okay.
Okay, now you could also put 2 books together if you really want to challenge your grip in a different way. Hold them here, and we could do bicep curls up to our chest just like that. So just mixing it up, finding different ways to hold objects, because that's what we're going to be doing in our daily life. We're going to be holding things in different ways, but yeah, definitely give all those exercises a go.
Okay, there's our 4 grip strengthening exercises for you to get started with. But don't forget, if you're performing general strength training with exercises like deadlifts and rows, anything where you're holding onto a weight, it's going to challenge your grip strength. So keep doing those as well.
And chuck these grip strength exercises in with your regular routine so you can open jars more easily.
Hope you enjoyed the video, and if you want to level up your health even further, check out the next video.